I was just going to say one of the deadliest things that I found before I found this fellowship was that many of these denominations or churches claim that you have the Holy Spirit when in fact you don't. And we even had someone come here who had been an elder in 3 different churches, who was given this kind of leadership role, and all lies because the Holy Spirit wasn't leading, but that's what they were taught to believe, was that the Holy Spirit was an automatic thing.
No, the Holy Spirit's, the only time he is automatic is, well, okay, of the 5 times in the book of Acts, there's only one time when people believe and receive the Holy Spirit. That's in Acts chapter 10. The other 4 places, Day of Pentecost, the believers who had been as long as, well, the believers for 3 years walking with Jesus. In Acts 8, Philip's preaching down in Samaria. People are being saved, they're being healed, their demons are cast out of people, they're baptized with water. But Peter and John are sent down from Jerusalem to see if the Holy Spirit had come upon any of them yet. And verse 16 says, and he, the Holy Spirit, had not come upon any of them yet. So they had to lay hands on them, pray with them, so they could be baptized with the Holy Spirit. In Acts chapter 9, which is about Saul, who's persecuting Christians. He's on the road to Damascus when he's confronted by Jesus, and he's blinded and told to go in the city, and he was that a man would come, and so he could be filled with the Holy Spirit and get his eyesight back. And then 3 days later, Ananias was sent by Jesus to lay hands on him, pray with him, so he could baptize the Spirit. And we know from what he says in 1 Corinthians 14, verse 18, he said, I speak in tongues more than all of you every day. The people in that church had not learned how to cooperate with the Holy Spirit. And then there's Acts 19, where Paul ran across a group of former disciples of John the Baptist. And he asked them, did you receive the Holy Spirit when you believed? They said, we didn't even know there's a Holy Spirit. He prayed with them, the laying on of hands, and they all began to speak in tongues. They all began to speak in new languages. And so we have to understand that we have a book here called the New Testament that tells us, shows us the ways by which the Holy Spirit works and does things, and things he doesn't do.